Welcome. Today, we're exploring a fundamental concept in algebra, creating equivalent rational expressions. We'll focus on a powerful technique, multiplying by 1 to build common denominators. This skill is essential for adding and subtracting rational expressions later on. First, what is a rational expression? You can simply think of it like a fraction that has polynomials in the numerator and denominator. For example, you could have x plus 2 divided by x minus 3. A very important rule to remember is that the polynomial in the denominator can never be equal to 0, because division by 0 is undefined. The key to changing how a rational expression looks without changing its value is multiplying by the number 1. This is known as the identity property of multiplication. But we don't just use the number 1. We use a clever form of 1. A fraction where the numerator and denominator are exactly the same, like a divided by a. Let's look at a simple fraction to see this in action. Take 2/3. If we multiply it by 4/4, which is just a form of 1, the value doesn't change. However, its appearance does. We get a new equivalent fraction, 8/12. Both 2/3 and 8/12 represent the same amount. This same idea works perfectly with rational expressions. Suppose we have the expression 5 divided by the quantity x plus 2. We can multiply it by a fraction that equals 1, such as the quantity x minus 3 divided by the quantity x minus 3. The result is a new, equivalent rational expression. The main reason we do this is to create common denominators, which are necessary for adding and subtracting rational expressions. We specifically want the least common denominator, or LCD. To find it, you first factor each denominator completely. Then, you build a new expression using every unique factor, raised to its highest power from any of the denominators. Let's work through an example. We have 5 divided by 2x and 7 divided by 3x squared. First, we find the LCD. The factors are 2, 3, and x. The highest power of x is x squared, so the LCD is 6x squared. To change the first fraction, we see its denominator, 2x, is missing a 3 and an x, so we multiply it by 3x over 3x for the second fraction. Its denominator, 3x squared, is just missing a factor of 2. So we multiply it by 2 over 2. Now both expressions have the same denominator of 6x squared. Here's another case. Consider 3 divided by the quantity x minus 2 and x divided by the quantity x plus 5. The denominators, x minus 2 and x plus 5, are already factored. Since they don't share any factors, the LCD is simply their product. The quantity x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 5. To build the first fraction, we multiply it by x plus 5 over x plus 5. To build the second, we multiply it by x minus 2 over x minus 2. Let's quickly review. Remember that multiplying by a fraction that equals 1, like x plus 1 over x plus 1, is how you create an equivalent expression. This changes how the expression looks, but not its actual value. This technique is the key to creating the common denominators you need to perform addition and subtraction. And finally, always start by factoring the denominators to find that all-important least common denominator.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.